Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again live down here in the Bear Cave Studios for another episode of OTBS on that Bill shit. With me, your host, Fred Deloso, with my co-host, Biggie Mafia. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up, man? Yo, I swear to God, every time, bro. And I was thinking about that shit earlier on the drive home. I say, yo, watch when he does that shit today. I'm not even gonna pay attention. I'm not gonna lie.
Nothing.
I'm gonna know. But you know what? I appreciate you, man. It's been a long weekend, bro.
It has.
It's been a long weekend. Happy post July 4th. You know, all of the nice celebrations. Depending on how you feel about fireworks, I know some people don't care too much for them. Some people go, they're overjoyous of them. I know when I used to live back in Rockaway, everyone had those cheap ass Jamaica Avenue fireworks that you just heard them all night long, like
Everywhere.
2 o'clock in the morning. You couldn't tell if they was gunshots or if they were actual fireworks, but it was, it is what it is.
You got any 4th of July traditions that you normally do? Or that you at least like to keep up with?
Honestly, no, man. I know when we first moved out here, I had got all of I got like a bunch of fireworks to light up. I was like, oh, we gonna set it off. And that was the first and last time that I think I will ever set fireworks off. I'm not gonna lie, man, I was petrified.
You didn't want to
bro.
Jason Pierre Paul your hand?
No, I didn't, man. Because listen, bro.
That's fair.
When it comes to fire, I'll fuck with a fire pit or a grill. That's the extent of my fire expertise. But when it comes to lighting pyrotechnics,
putting shit on fire,
yeah, bro. I seen too many horror stories.
Too many accidents.
Nah, man. And yo, listen, I'm very self-conscious about my body, yo, bro. I can't be going anywhere without all 10 of my fingers, bro. Yeah, nah, man. I'd have to walk around with a fucking special made glove and all this kind of shit. No, I'm not doing that, bro.
You're looking like what's it, Chubbs from Happy Gilmore?
No, listen, bro. And you know what happened? I know myself. I'd get so upset. Every time I woke up in the morning to go pee, I'd think about it. It'd be the first. It'd be the first thing I thought about.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yo, it would be the first thing I thought about every day. And then, you know what else it will fuck up, bro? Every time I want to go watch porn and have my little me time, I'd give up. I can't do this no more. I'm so ashamed of myself.
What am I supposed to do?
Yo, for real, bro. Like, what am I gonna do now? I'm useless.
Strong hand.
Yo, imagine getting caught after that with your woman and you got like fucking 7 fingers. Get ahead and go jerk off with your fingerless.
You'd never hear the end of it.
Oh ever. My God,
bro. Now, we'd like to watch the Nathans 4th of July hot dog eating contest.
Hey, yo. Okay.
I know it's hey, yo. I know Spinner's gonna throw something in the comments later, but it's a family tradition. It's something we do that we've been doing since we got together, and yeah.
Yo, I have an idea for next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna sound. I just want to pause this off the rip.
Off the rip, go ahead.
Off the rip, because this is gonna sound crazy. Yo, what? I almost don't even want to say it, but fuck it, I done jumped off the deep end.
You already in it.
Yo, what if we host our own hot dog eating?
Oh man.
How do you feel about that, bro? We host our own hot dog.
Call Joey Chestnut.
Nah, fuck him, bro. I'm not eating 70 hot dogs. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That dude is disgusting.
So, the funny thing, he wasn't in the Nathans this year because of him being signed with whatever the fake meats are company, Beyond Meat or whatever. Pause. So they didn't allow him to be in the hot dog eating contest. And my man in 5 minutes in a different eating contest ate more than the guy that won the Nathans in 10 minutes.
See, here's my
I was like,
problem,
I
bro.
wouldn't even, don't even give me the belt. If I won the Nathans one, I don't want it
Yeah,
because
but you know what?
I didn't beat him.
You know what though? Also, fuck Joey Chestnut, man. For real. And here's why I say this. I know this might offend some people, but listen, it's my personal opinion. If you're not gonna eat the real thing, then don't eat the fake one either. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I
right.
don't want no vegan tofu
Hot
patty or
dog. Yeah.
yeah, like this Beyond Meat. Like, listen, bro. Listen. Y'all keep eating this fake ass meat and all of this shit, and then y'all have kids and then wonder why y'all kids come out with two heads. And you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts.
Come on, bro. Like, why y'all eating on? If you're not gonna eat it just like this, see, this is why I respect. I got a cousin who she's like, she don't eat the beef, she don't eat none of that stuff. So she
Mhm.
just don't, she's seafood and vegetables, right?
You want to be
That's it.
vegan? Be vegan.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't come on, man.
don't
You know,
half-ass it and be like, nah,
man,
but I'm still gonna have this.
that you know what that reminds me of, bro? It's like chicks that don't want dudes, but then you want a chick that wears a strap on. It's like, yo, what?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah, come on.
you can't be half pregnant. No.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, you see, that's that female shit, man. Y'all want the cake, but don't want to like make it. Like, what's happening? Like, imagine two gay dudes being like, "Oh, before we get into it, put on this fake shit." Yeah,
Go grab the fleshlight.
go that that Velcro strap on vagina and let's go get it on. Like, what shit are we talking about here? Like, come on, man. Are we being for real?
Oh man. It's too funny, bro. That's
Listen,
too
man.
funny.
Listen, bro. What we gonna do, man? What we gonna do? How was your weekend, man? How's your week so far? Is it good, bro?
Week's been good, man. Took the week off from work, chilled with the
Fuck you.
family,
Fuck you, bro.
chilled with you guys. Like, you guys are family anyway, so that's all in one right there. But
Of course,
just
bro.
kicked it. Nothing too crazy. Thought I
Listen, man.
thought I fucked up the food on 4th of July because I was drinking. I was like,
If you're gonna drink, don't cook, bro. You have
but
to
it
designate it.
was whatever marinade Bree hooked up with the chicken. That shit was like melting off the chicken on the grill. Yo, I was
Listen,
like,
it still
did
came
I
out
fuck
good.
this up?
It still came out good, bro. You didn't mess it up.
I
You
appreciate
did your
that.
thing, bro. You did your thing, man. It was a good week, man. I didn't have the fortunate opportunity of having off like so many other people. We still had to keep this country running. We still had to clock in and made sure all of you other ones who are off get to reap the benefits off the sweat of our backs. Like
Appreciate it.
just
Appreciate
like 500 years ago, we were still out there fucking kicking kind of shit you're doing. It's all good though. It's all good. You know, it's all right. But the weekend came by and yo had a crazy start to my weekend, bro. I told you what happened. Yo,
it.
listen, let me tell you something. Being a homeowner
Yeah,
is
sucks.
it's not all it's cracked up to be. Sometimes I'm gonna say sometimes, right?
Right.
Sometimes
I'll
I'm
agree with that. I'll agree with that.
sometimes I'm kind of envious of those who still live in the projects, or not even those that live in the projects, like those of y'all who live in like a condo or somewhere where you got like a HOA
Right,
and
right,
you
right,
got
right.
like, like, because you don't got to worry about things going wrong necessarily or like cutting your own grass. And you live that luxury. Bro, for those of you who have a house and you have to deal with a sump pump, you guys already know where I'm going with this story. Yo, my happy ass woke up Saturday morning to go start my day, And sure as shit, man, I go downstairs and my fucking basement garage was filled with water. Just like a swimming pool, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then I did that typical thing because of course, I was the only one that noticed it. I was the only one in the house at that time.
Right.
Yo, what's the first thing that you do when you see something went wrong in the house? I want to see if you do what I do. Well, when you see
It's an immediate loud fuck. I got to
and,
do this shit now.
and then what? And then mentally, what do you start doing?
Mentally, you start cursing everybody. Fuck, I should have taken care of this shit weeks ago. Blah blah. Like fuck this. Blah.
See, you better than
Yeah.
me. You better than me, bro. Because you know what the first thing I did?
What you do?
I called my wife and I was looking for somebody to blame. Because the first thing I did, I called her and I asked her. She picked up. I said, "Who's the last one downstairs? Who's the last one in the garage?" And I don't know. Nobody. Nobody's been in there. I'm like, fuck. Because you just want to blame somebody, right?
You want to blame somebody. Yeah.
you want to blame somebody. You want it to be somebody's fault because you want to be like, oh, this is it.
Yeah. No.
And it is what it is. That took up our whole weekend, man, having to clear out everything downstairs and dry everything out. It's a pain in the ass, bro. It's a pain in the ass. But I'm grateful to God that everything was able
Right.
to,
Mm-hmm.
and it was something silly like the, a little mechanical error. And then on top of that, my goddamn lawnmower broke down.
Again?
So
Damn.
I had to. It was a quick fix, bro. It was no, let me take that back. According to YouTube, it was a quick fix.
It was a quick fix. 3 hours later.
You know how that shit goes. You go
I
on
hate those
YouTube.
videos. I
You
hate
go on YouTube and they say, "Oh, this should take about 15 minutes."
Yeah.
Yo, 45 minutes later, I'm sitting there sweating bullets, cursing out Mason because he's not
cursing everybody out.
yo
Don't fucking
cursing out
talk
my
to me
son
right
because
now.
he's not holding the flashlight steadily. I'm like, hold the flashlight. And he's like, oh, my arm's getting tired. And mind you, I'm covered in fucking dirt and sweat. I'm like, your arm's getting tired.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tell me more. How your
What?
arm's tired.
How about I slap the shit out of you? And didn't you tell me how tired your arms? I don't want to hear about your arm being tired, little bastard. He just wants to get back upstairs to play
Right.
Fortnite and all kinds of dumb shit
Yeah.
that he wants to
The
do.
boys are waiting for me. I gotta go.
Like they in real combat.
Right. They need me.
Anyway, what's going on in the sports world? I know the Yankees are playing the Red Sox in the series. We won our first game, smacked the Boston Boom Sox, what, 14-4?
14-4 after they smacked us the day before. So it's rubber game tonight. ESPN Sunday night baseball.
What's the score?
0-0 in the top of the fifth.
All right. All right.
I mean, the freaking All-Star break can't come soon enough for the Yankees. Like they need a reset button.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
They're like 4-15 in their last 20 games. Like after coming off being the number one team in all of baseball through the first half of the season, but that's baseball. Like you go through that shit.
Yeah, they definitely need a break, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling so bad for football to come back that I've started watching re-showings of games that happened last year. Like I started watching our playoff game against the Steelers that just passed, getting hype all over because I'm ready for football to come back, man.
Hey,
I'm ready.
Speaking of football, NCAA 25 releases this week. Later this weekend.
I can't wait, bro.
Or sorry, next weekend. So our next episode, it'll be out.
Yo, I can't wait, man. I probably won't get it this
all
week.
They're doing like releases of like gameplay and different features that the game has that they haven't said anything about yet.
I'm gonna hold off on getting it for a little while because I like to wait. For those of you who are not up on the gaming and all of this other stuff, me personally, I like to hold off because I like to let them work out the glitches because that first batch is gonna be all fucked up.
Right.
They're gonna have a whole bunch of bugs and everything that they're gonna need to fix. So that's why I kind of I kind of hold off on buying the games, but I know it's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah.
I saw one price tag. I know you said it was like the
Yeah, it was
whatever
the
version of some
deluxe edition.
that's $100. It's crazy. That's retarded, bro.
It's
But
in, but there's going to be features that they could have added to Madden that they didn't. So the NCAA game's going to have it, different features, whatever the case is, that Madden's not going to have.
yo, let me tell you something. If after this NCAA game comes out and they don't fix everything that's wrong with Madden, they're gonna have a serious problem on their hands.
Yeah.
EA is gonna have a serious problem on their hands if they don't fix what's wrong with Madden. And if you know, you know, we've been playing the same Madden game for the past what 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
They have they in certain cases they don't even change the commentary. You've been hearing
Nothing.
the same thing over and over again, and it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, and you paying $70 for these games to come out to be.
Yep.
But you know what?
And the
Shame on
thing
them.
is, I believe next year, 2K is getting a part of the NFL license, so they can't put out like a Madden type game, but they could do like a NFL Street stuff like that.
Mm,
And that's supposed to be happening 2025. So they better get their shit together because 2K is
listen,
about to
bro,
take it over.
they damn sure better, man. But you know, we talk all this shit. We gonna buy this shit anyway. You know, it's
Yeah.
because that's we're stupid consumers. That's us. We gonna complain about the same stuff every year. We're gonna buy it. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Yo, did you catch the Nate Diaz Jorge Masvidal fight?
I did.
Did you? Were you able to watch the whole thing?
I watched the whole thing this morning. Um, damn, who you think won? Because I got my ideas of who I thought, but what'd you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Overall,
Mhm.
I think the fans won.
Right.
Straight up, bro.
Hmm.
I think over because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Coming into watching this fight, I did not want to see these two fight again, man. Especially Nate. Yo, I love watching
In
Nate
boxing,
Diaz fight.
especially. Yeah.
Yo, he is a warrior, man. He's a warrior, and also as a fan, you care about him so much, you just don't want to see nothing happen to the brother. You know what I'm saying? And yo, he's given so much to the sport. Like now to the fact that him and his brother they've opened up their own academy out there in California, and
Yeah.
you know now they're making waves for the future generations of fighters, and I think that's phenomenal. But going back to your question, I'm gonna be honest. I thought Nate won that fight. I thought the scores from the judges were fucking bananas.
Yes. Hmm.
I think the scores were crazy off. Like, how do you have one judge that called it a draw, and these other two judges had the scoring so far apart? Like, I thought that was crazy. But I thought Nate definitely won that fight strictly off the fact that he was pressuring
He was pushing
Masvidal
pace.
most of the fight. And even though he didn't have like a lot of power shots, he was tagging him a lot,
But
you know?
Nate was never known for his power.
Correct.
Like he'll hit
Correct.
you 3 times from a jab. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who did you think won? Did you think Jorge won?
I I thought it was closer than what the judges said. Like the way
Right.
they were saying, oh, one's a draw, one's 60-40 this way. However,
Yeah. Yeah,
um
that was crazy.
I thought it was closer than what they put it. Um Jorge landed more of the shots, but you gotta know in boxing and MMA in general, these judges are gonna be swayed by the crowd where they're at. So if they're sitting cage side and the crowd's going nuts off a shot here, a shot there, that's
Yeah.
gonna stick in their mind as opposed to them being neutral and not listening to the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit is wild, bro.
Hmm.
Yo, I gotta share this story, man. I kind of shared it
Right.
with you yesterday. It's a small world, bro. Like it's just things happen sometimes where it's like you can't believe it's happening, but then it's
Right.
like, so just gonna give y'all some context. So a couple years back, me and the wife flew out to Vegas to attend a wedding of a college friend of hers, close college friend. Shout out to my boy Adam and his wife. They just had another baby. So a few years ago, we sitting at the wedding, and we meet some of the family and all this other stuff, and we wind up meeting the bride's brother uh, at the wedding. And cool brother, man. He was, kind of like the MC at a wedding, made sure
Right.
everything was like going. Yo, really cool brother, man. Was chopping it up with him about the music. Yo, we was talking, we was chopping
Mm.
it up back and forth throughout the night and all this other stuff. Cool. It was a great night. Got to
Right.
meet a lot of people. Right. So fast forward to last night, we're watching the pay-per-view,
Mhm.
and the co-main event comes up, and these two guys are fighting in the ring, and I'm looking and I'm like, oh shit, yo, that that's boy. Yo, bro, come to find out this whole time, it's fucking Shane Mosley Jr., bro.
That's
And I'm
funny.
sitting there, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, yo, it's bugging me out. And I had to show. I'm like, she's like, yeah, you know that you knew. I'm like, yo, I had no idea. And I'm watching the fight. He was doing his thing. Shout out to him, man. He came out with the victory. He was, putting in that work on this brother. That he was going up. Even though the brother that he was fighting is from Brooklyn, so you know, I should have been rooting for this other brother. But listen, it is what it is,
I'm
man.
like, hey, I know this guy.
Yeah, yeah,
What can I do?
I knew him, man. And he came out with the win, man. It was good to see the brother do his thing, man. I just thought that shit was crazy, bro. I couldn't believe it, man. I'm like, yo, that's fucking wild. Like, how did I not notice that night? But hey, you
Bro,
ain't thinking about that.
it's wild. And like I told you, like I had a similar thing with that, but it was I used to babysit this kid. He was about 5, him, his twin sister, and their older sister. And then that was over in Spain, moved over here.
Mhm.
I knew Pops was a professional boxer, but I'm still thinking, it's this little
Yeah,
kid.
thinking about it.
I was watching one of these DAZN fights, and I'm like, hold on, wait a second.
That's crazy.
What the
That's
fuck
crazy.
is going on right now?
That's
It's
crazy,
nuts.
bro. That's crazy. Yo, also, you did mention that. Yo, you were a babysitter back in the day?
They were family friends.
Okay.
I was what, junior year of high school, and we all went to the same school. So yeah.
I don't think I could have ever been a babysitter back in the day. I couldn't have done it, bro. Because somebody's kid would
It
have got
wasn't
fucked up on my watch.
it wasn't hard. By the time I got there, the kids were ready for bed, so they just would go to bed. And you're in a mansion on an island off the coast, like with a pool. Yeah, I'm chilling, chilling.
So wait a minute, I need to know. And this is talking about back in the day, so I know where you're gonna get in trouble.
Mhm.
You never had nobody like had no chicks come over or nothing.
Nah, nah. I was too scared of them. I was too scared of them.
Like you mean you was too scared to have them catch you with somebody in their house?
Yeah, he's a professional boxer. I ain't trying to die. I ain't trying to
Wh-
disrespect nobody.
which means he would have understood. That's all that means. That means he would have understood the program if he'd have came in and you had a little
Give me a
sweet and
little.
spicy.
There you go.
Yeah, he'd have been like, yo, come on. Did he speak any English?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's British.
yeah. Come on, mate. What you can't be getting a blowjob on the couch. And Philly's not in front of little kids here. Come on, mate. Just clean up the stain and have it go on away. Yo, come on, bro. You never. Oh, damn, bro.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
You see, this is why I'm kind of glad me and you were never friends back. I got you in a lot of trouble, bro. I'm telling you now.
Oh yeah, and I was primed for it. I was ready. I was ready to get in trouble.
I Why? Yo, speaking of fighters,
What do you got?
did you see what happened to Danny Trejo the other day, bro?
Oh, bro, it came up. It came up on my Twitter feed.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
Danny Trejo gets slept by some guy on the street. I was like, wait a second. I can't just skim by that one.
Yo, people ain't got no respect, man. People don't got no respect. How y'all do that to Machete, man? This
Right.
dude is
You don't
97 years
expect
old.
to go and hit him with a water balloon? Like that's
So time out, time
disrespectful.
out, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, bro.
Mm,
I'm not mad at the water balloon, right? I'm
mm.
I'm not I'm not mad at them throwing the water balloon and hitting them in the head, which I thought personally was funny as hell.
You would 100%. It would have been you throwing the fucking water balloon.
Yo, I'm not mad at it, bro. Because first of all, don't say it like that. Because you're not gonna tell me if you just chilling somewhere and you see an old ass lady walking down the street and you saw her get smacked in the face with a water balloon, you wouldn't start laughing, okay?
Oh, I
Don't
would
lie.
be, I wouldn't be able to breathe. They'd have to call an ambulance for me.
Okay, so I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't give a damn who. I don't care if you was Saint Paul the Third, the Pope. I don't Barack Obama. I don't care if you driving by somewhere and you get smacked in the face with a goddamn water balloon. That shit is funny. Okay, it is what it is,
That's
right? So
fair.
I'm
That's
not.
fair. That's
I'm
fair.
not mad at them throwing the water balloon at him.
Mm.
Here's what I'm mad at. Once he comes up to you and confronts you, you you gotta hold that shit down, bro. You can't just start. You can't just start swinging on some 90-year-old man. Like, yo, what kind of shit are you on, bro? Yo, and then like the dude was throwing haymakers, and it's like, yo, come on, bro, you just violated. You can't just,
And he slept him. He was
yo, bro, him and his other compadre, the other old Norteño dude that was with him with the cholo, with the shorts on. It's like, yo, come on, bro, you can't be doing
sorry
that shit,
for
man.
whoever that person is.
Oh yeah, because listen, God
Because
forbid
they
his name.
gon'
Listen, man. God
you could
forbid his
take him
name
out the
involved.
hood, but you ain't taking the hood out of him.
Listen, because I guarantee you, I'm not trying to say nothing for nothing, but I know he got some people's on speed dial, and
Yep. That
no,
got
but
called real quick.
listen, man. Again, I'm not opposed to anybody getting hit in the face with a water
With a water
balloon,
balloon.
or even in the wintertime, motherfuckers getting hit with
Snowball.
snowballs. Now, listen, It is what it is, man. If if I'm
We've all
walking
done
down,
it. We've all
we've all
thrown a
done it.
snowball into a crowd.
We've all done it, bro. Like, for example, if I'm walking down the sidewalk with the wife and she just so happened to get hit in the head with a snowball, a small part of me is gonna laugh. But the husband in me and the protector in me is gonna be like, see, now I gotta go and
Now I gotta go
investigate.
fuck somebody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, if it's like a little kid or something like that, what I'm gonna do? Some sit there and beat up on some little kid. I'm gonna just probably give him a stern, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, why would
Fuck,
you?
here's $20 for V-Bucks. Good job. Nice job.
Nah, yo, that ass. Yo, if you walking down the sidewalk with the wife and she get pelted snowball, what are you doing, bro?
You gotta go look. You have to. You can't just stand there and be like, oh shit, you got hit by a snowball. Like you gotta have snowball on hand just running in a random direction. Like you didn't even see the person. Ah, he got away. He got away. I
Oh,
can't find him.
oh shit. Yo, listen, man. That's why you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful out here. You ever see the video of the dude? I forgot who the guy was. Uh, I don't know if it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was walking through a crowd shaking hands and somebody hit him in the head with an egg. Did you ever see that video?
Yes.
And you know what? He kept it gangster. He act like the shit didn't even happen. He's like, thank you, oh, thank you. And he just kept it pushing. He
Yeah.
kept it gangster, bro. I'm not mad at him. It
He's like,
is
I
what
got
it is.
security for that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, fuck. It's
They're gonna
always
rough
good,
you
man.
up on the way out, so just hands behind your back.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. Uh, yeah,
Hey,
one of
Bob.
the one of the OGs. Yo, speaking of OGs, right?
Mhm.
Did you catch that new Beverly Hills Cop movie that came out?
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't give a fair assessment on this one.
I got you. I got you. I'm not going to give no spoilers or nothing like that. But I
Mhm.
will say this, definitely a good watch.
Yeah.
I was not upset that I was a little skeptical. I was a little skeptical. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, yo, I'll go in here and see my man Eddie Murphy die on the screen for an hour and 50 minutes. But yo, a lot of good callbacks to the original movie. Um, he did his thing, man. He did his thing. The movie was it was a good watch. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it was 5 stars or
Oscar worthy, yeah, no.
yeah, I'm not gonna sit here, but it was what it was. It was a Beverly Hills Cop movie.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there and I'm watching it and I'm thinking to myself, yo, how come all these other like these older actors that we used to watch in like the 80s, how come they can't make good movies? Like, how come they can't get their shit together? Like, yo, when was the
Like,
last
who?
time?
Give me an example.
I'm gonna give you an example. Who's my man? He got this movie coming out. This movie Daddy. What the hell is his name? Now see, you gonna make me look. See, this how bad it is. I can't even remember these motherfuckers' names because they come out with.
Daddio?
Yeah, hold on. Was it Sean Penn? Sean Penn, right?
Oh, Sean Penn, old as fuck. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, man. And these are all dudes that we used to watch back in the day. Like, you can't make a good movie for nothing. Another one, Cuba Gooding Jr. Like, you just
He
can't
had a
get it right.
couple, though. He had a couple good ones.
Can I know what they are?
You didn't like any of Cuba Gooding Jr.'s movies.
Let me get one, bro. Reel off some names.
I mean, the one with him and De Niro. He did one with De Niro that was really good. He was a Navy diver.
Okay. All right. That was good. I'm talking about movies where they're the sole, like they're the sole lead. Like, for example, Martin Lawrence, love him to death.
Mhm.
Love him to death, bro. But outside of Bad Boys, and it probably stopped at Blue Streak, name me another Martin Lawrence movie that you were like, yo, this movie is,
I gotta go see this. Yeah.
oh, come on, man. Remember Black Knight? You ever see Black Knight?
Yes, I did see Black.
It's just like, yo, Martin, come on, man. Like, why are we doing this? And then on the other hand, you see Will Smith out here throwing out these crazy action movies. But even
Crazy
him,
movies. Yeah.
well, even him, his last few movies are, like that movie where he played the African doctor. I don't think he needed to play that role. What was it, Concussion or some shit like that?
Yeah, concussion.
Yeah, he didn't need to do that at all. King Richard was okay. I know he won an
Yeah,
award
King
for
Richard
that.
was all right.
I don't know he won an award for him, but like I don't know, man. I just feel like sometimes these actors,
But he hasn't had anything else other than that. You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna bring him back to Men in Black now? Like, do another one with him and Tommy Lee Jones?
and you want to root for them, and you want to root for these
Yeah.
dudes that we've been watching for so long. Like, even like you mentioned it earlier, you mentioned Robert De Niro. Like he's been putting out movies, and I can't even tell you what was the last one where I was like, "Yo, that Robert De Niro joint, you got to go check that out." Because even that one that he had with Al Pacino that was on Netflix, shit was horrible.
Bro, they filmed that by us.
Yeah, they
That
did,
was filmed up here.
and they
I
could have
was
done that
so
anywhere else.
bummed out because I'm like, yo, it could have been really, really good.
Listen,
The
man.
old
Listen,
dudes just, I don't know.
listen, man. This is why you just gotta appreciate good movies, man. Because there's not really anything coming out. or that has come out in the past few years that I've been like, yo, I really need to go see this because it's always just the same stuff. The superhero movies, and that's really kind of about it. That like Leo DiCaprio, that dude be putting out some killer movies, bro. Like you just gotta go see
He'd
those
be
shits.
crushing it. Yeah. He's
You
one that
know,
you're like, oh shit, all right, I gotta go see this.
gotta go see it. When Quentin Tarantino make a movie, I don't care who he put in it. You gotta go see it.
Right.
Even Denzel Washington, man. I don't know. Everything that he doing,
He's in the new Gladiator coming out in I think November.
word.
He's in it. I saw one of the screen grabs from the movie, and he's like an African king, it looks like. Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington's gonna be in Gladiator.
Yep. Gladiator 2, Denzel Washington is in it. I'll pull up the fucking picture right now.
Yo, come on, man. I listen. I'm all for my people getting their paper and all that. I hope he knocked that shit out the park. But now we're gonna see Denzel fighting the Roman Empire. Like, is that what we're gonna see? Leonidas, see, Leonidas, you come here in front of my people and you just and he got a
Yep.
yo, is that real or is that like some AI created shit?
Oh, that's Vanity Fair. It was in the magazine with a couple of other shots from the movie.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. That they got Denzel Washington Gladiator.
Yep. They're bringing back Russell Crowe as well, from what I heard.
You
I don't
see, you
know.
come here. I told you, let my people go. Give me the sheep, give me my elephants, give me the lions. I want everything. I want everything. I want all of the sand. Give it all to me. I can't.
Yo, if he says that in the movie, I'm gonna fall out. Like just
They gotta give him. They gotta give him one of those scenes where they're just like, "All right, Denzel, go on, Aphrodite's, and you come here, you lay in my bed. You're my queen. You're my queen, and I'm your king. And we're gonna have a son, and we're gonna rule Egypt. And that's because you're not gonna take my land from me." That's just, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And now I'm kind of interested in it because now I need to see how they're gonna do that, man. That's gonna
let
be
you know
crazy.
the
Wow,
exact
fucking
release.
Denzel Washington, and I always thought Denzel Washington played amazing villains in movies. I wondered why he never did more outside of Training Day, why he didn't play more villains. Like I think,
He's yeah. Even Fences was he crushed it in that one.
yeah, he did. He did, and shout out to Viola Davis. I think she played an amazing opposite in him in
Mhm.
that movie. I think, yeah, man, yeah. But I don't know, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so
I need to
November
see.
22nd is Gladiator 2
Oh, this year?
this year. Yep, 24.
All right. All right. I know we waiting for a couple other joints to come out. I know that Deadpool and Wolverine joint is coming out. It's coming out soon too.
Uh Next week or 2 weeks.
Okay. Okay. Shout out to I almost said Burt Reynolds. Check that shit out. Shout out to what's his name? Ryan Reynolds, whatever the
Ryan Reynolds.
fucking yeah.
Yeah, July 26th, 2 weeks.
Listen, and I'm gonna say this. I kind of feel like Ryan Reynolds needs Deadpool because that's the only character he can play.
Yeah,
He's been Deadpool since before Deadpool was even in
was
production.
cool. Yeah,
He's the same character in every movie he plays.
yeah,
Even that recent like my kids were watching it, that Imaginary Friends movie,
yeah.
he was
If
the same character.
mhm.
He's the same character in every fucking movie, bro.
That's how he is in real life. Because I watched the show Welcome to Wrexham, where he
Mm.
and Rob McElhenney own a soccer team out in Europe, and That's just how he is. Like a little bit more subdued, not so cocky as Deadpool, but very similar in all.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are a lot of like one-dimensional actors that are just like, they
You
can't
get
get out of that.
typecast.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, bro. But what you gonna do, man? Yo, speaking of all of these things or whatever, let me ask you a question, man.
What do you got?
How do you feel about? We're gonna be fucking switching hard gears here. How do you feel about like family members reaching out to you? Like, are you the one to take it upon yourself more so to pick up the phone and call people, or are you more the one to just, you get a text message like, "Yo, what's up, man? Like, what's going on? Long time no speak." Like, which one are you? Do you think?
Ooh. See, I could be a bit of both. Like with certain family members,
Mm-hmm.
like if I vibe with you, like outside of just the fact that we're family and we have to like, hey, what's up? What's going on? Like if I vibe with you outside of that,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll be the, hey, what's going on? How you been? You know, let's hang out, let's go, whatever the case is. But then there's other times where I'm just like, yeah, I'm good.
Why I asked that, man? I've been going through this a lot lately, especially like over the past few years or so. Uh, I found myself more so being the one to like reach out to people and like check up on people because sometimes it just calls for that. Like, and I've said this before on the show. Like, if people cross your mind, I think that's the best time to pick up the phone and reach out and check on them. But then it's like also after a while, you start to kind of feel like, well, shit, my phone ain't fucking ringing.
Yep.
Like I'm not getting
So
no
true.
alerts on my phone, and I'm not saying that in a way to like kind of like to say it's okay to be spiteful or anything. But at some point, it's like, yo, goddamn, like I could I could get reached out to. Like I'm not unapproachable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Have a
I got
conversation,
yeah.
Yeah.
I got kids too. But and this thought just crossed my mind too. Maybe people just don't want to fuck with you. Just
That's true too. That's true too.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's like yo, listen, I'm perfectly fine with that. Especially off the strength of by the grace of God, I don't need anything from anybody.
Right.
Like and I'm not saying that to be braggadocious or anything, but I'm I'm okay, you
Right.
know? So it's like,
And the people that want to be in my life are in my life.
right,
If you ain't showing up in that, it's not on me.
right. And I had this conversation, we've had this conversation with the wife before, like me and her back and forth. Like when we throw events and stuff for the kids, I'm gonna
Mhm.
be honest with you. I know some people they feel a certain way when family members or certain people in your life don't show up and things like that. But I'm here's my thing. If my kids are having an event or a function or something like that, and we extend an invite, and you've like really never shown up or whatever have you, I don't get upset. I
Mhm.
know sometimes she feels a kind of way, but me personally, I don't get upset because my thing is this: I'm gonna be there.
Right.
My kids are gonna, know that I'm there. My kids are not gonna miss out on anything.
Right.
Respectfully, my kids are not gonna miss out on the fact that Joni such and such ain't there or uh cousin whatever. And I'm not saying that in a manner of being like, oh fuck yeah. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying like, yo, it's all good.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And also I'm the kind of person, let's say let's say you throwing a party for your son,
Mm.
right? And due to work or whatever, I can't show up. It just can't happen. I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna cut out time at some point to be like, yo, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna snatch up little man, I'm gonna run them down here. We're gonna go get something to eat, or I'm gonna run them down to the mall, and I'm gonna do that because they're gonna know, like, listen, I'm here.
Right.
But you got some people they don't make an effort for you, and you need to know that that's okay. And when I say that that's okay, I mean like you can't force people to be in someone's life.
Be in your life. Yeah.
Nah,
That's so
you
true,
can't do
bro.
that, man.
That's so true.
You can't do that. Even like, especially when it comes to, and I know we've probably spoken about this 100 times, like when it comes to like fathers not being in their kids' lives, like I'm sorry, at some point, as the other parent, you got to be like, yo, listen, I'm not going to force you to have a relationship with your own kids.
Right.
I'm not going to force you to have a relationship with your cousins. I'm not going to force you to have a relationship with your brother. I'm not going to do that. Because if it's meant to be, it's going to be. If you want to do that, if you want to reach out, then you're going to do it. But if not, I don't, I don't know what to tell you. I
Bro,
really and truly don't know what to
I'm
tell you.
100% with you on that. Like, our situation, like with the big guy,
Mm-hmm.
and his pops just wasn't, as much as you tried to be like, hey, you know, come show up to this. Like, here's this event, here's that, and just wouldn't show up, wouldn't say anything about it. Like, that's why I always made it a point to be at every single game, event,
Yes.
practice, whatever I could make, I would. And I'd make sure I'd go out of my way to make sure I was there.
And you have to, as a parent, as somebody who is that pivotal person in a kid's life, you have to make sure you do that. I read
Mm.
something earlier, and shout out to Bruce Arians from the Tampa Bay Bucks. He
Oh,
put
that
out a
was awesome.
statement.
Mhm.
He put out a statement that said, if I found out that anyone on my staff missed one of their kids' events because of anything due to like football or anything like that, I would fire them. And I 100% agree with that.
Yep.
Like, not for nothing. At some point, fuck that job. Fuck
Yeah.
work.
It's not
Like
gonna
for
be
real.
there later on,
It's
you know?
it's gonna be there. And then you know what? God forbid. Oh, but what if I lose my job? Listen, if you serve the same God that I serve, I know for a fact there's no way that God is gonna allow you to be punished for for making sure that you're
Being
there
there
for
for
your
your
kids.
family. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it don't work like that. Life don't work like that. I'm sorry. I'm I cannot put external things in front of my family. Like that's just not gonna happen. Like I'm gonna take time off of work.
Right.
It's just what I'm gonna do. I'm
Sure.
gonna be a man and be a man and die at work.
Right. This ain't 1914 anymore.
Yeah, nah, we're not doing that shit, bro. We're not doing that shit even in the least bit. And your kids remember that shit, bro.
They do, bro. They do.
They remember that
You
shit
don't
for
you
real.
don't think they remember, but it's like those core memories that get stuck in their brains forever.
Yes, sir.
And it's about being there. Like
Yeah.
it ain't about, oh, I could buy you this, I could buy you that. Here's a new pair of kicks, here's, whatever the case is. If you ain't showing up, the kicks don't mean anything at that point.
That's a
That shit
fact.
comes and goes. Like in 3 weeks when he outgrows the shoes. All right, cool.
Listen, respectfully, you could buy my kids some sneakers. You could buy them a nice shirt, nice pair of pants, but they're gonna outgrow that shit, and they're not gonna remember that you bought them no sneakers. They
Yep.
could care less. They
Mhm.
could care less. And it's so funny about some of the things that sticks with kids and the things that don't. Like,
Mhm.
yesterday we were on our way back from watching the fireworks,
Hmm.
And my daughter brought up this girl who she's been close friends with for years, for a couple of years now.
Hmm.
They've been cheerleading together, they're in school together, all this other stuff. And the girl and her family are moving away to Texas. I think they're like they're a military family, and their family is moving
Right.
away. And as we in the car on the way home, my daughter just like breaks down crying.
Hmm.
Like she's really sad that this girl who's her friend is moving away. Typical childhood
Right.
stuff. And and the wife is saying, "Oh, it's gonna be okay. Well, you'll FaceTime and all this other stuff." And I'm driving and I'm thinking to myself, and I know it sounds fucked up, but I had this conversation with her when I got home. Because before she went to bed, she came to me and she gave me a hug good night. And, and I told her, I said, yo, check this out. I said, is she a really close friend of yours? Yeah, she is. I said, then you know what? Then there should be no excuse for you not to be like FaceTiming her on a regular. Like,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah. And all this other stuff. And here's what I said. And I said the same thing to my wife. Respectfully, this time next year, she ain't even gonna know that little girl exists. Like that's just
It's
like
true. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah.
that's just that's just the fact of life, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why I know this. My daughter just had, her recital a few weeks ago, right?
Hmm.
And there was a girl in the recital who just a few years ago, oh my God, her and my daughter, they were like this, bro. They were
Hmm.
like this. My daughter would talk about her 24/7. This girl would talk about her 24/7. Yo, it was nonstop. Nonstop, bro. Yo, don't you know that day of the recital? My wife and the girl's mother saw each other and they say, "Oh my God, man, it's been so long." Don't you know my daughter and the girl looked at each other? It's like, I don't even know who that is.
Bitch, who are you right now?
Like, I don't. It's like, no, I don't remember her. Like, and they were both like looking at each other like, no,
Are we
bro,
supposed
and
to say hello? Like what? Yeah.
because that's just how kids are, man. It's just it just
It's so
like,
true.
yo, let me ask you a question. Be honest.
Hmm.
Is there anybody in your life right now that you knew from when you were 8 years old outside of the family? There you go. There you go, bro.
They're not, yeah. It's one of my boys, but like it's not like I talk to him on the regular, you know what I mean? Like how we talk, it's not like that anymore.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. See, I have one instance where it's kind of funny. Like me and my boy Ben, for example. Like
Hmm.
I've known him since elementary school. But the fact that me and him are friends now still to this day is we went to school, elementary school in Red Hook, Brooklyn. And we wound up going to the same high school all the way in Far Rockaway, Queens, which is like
That's crazy.
it's a one in a million instance. So it just so happened that, all of that time together and then we fucking met back up in high school and it was crazy. You know, outside of shit like that, childhood friends are rare. I'm not saying that there's some people that don't
Right.
have childhood friends, but I don't know, man. People just they go their separate ways after a while, and that's cool. That's all right. Like I had really close friends when I was 8 years old. I I don't even remember their names. It just
That's yeah. No, I could see it, and there are those friends that stick out from that time period, and you might like link up on like Facebook or something, you'll see them, but
right.
other than the like, hey, what's going on? Then you'll like see their pictures and stuff come up. That's really it. It's not like a conversation or hangout like it was back in the day.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why I kind of like I don't do the social media thing anyway. And I've been out of the social media loop for a long time. And that's kind of another reason why I don't mess with Facebook. You know how Facebook shows you, oh, it's such and such's birthday today?
Yeah.
I always hated that shit. I
Really?
always hated that shit. You know
Oh,
why?
because I get it. I get it. I could see. Yeah, I
Because
got
it's like, yo, you mean to tell me if it wasn't for Facebook, you wouldn't know when my birthday was? Man, fuck you. I don't need you telling me the fucking happy birthday. Like, get out of here with that shit. All
you.
of my close friends and family, they'll know when your birthday is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They'll know when to hit you up. Like, those are your real friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You wake up, you go on Facebook. Oh, today's Tracy Smith's birthday. Oh shit, yo, Tracy, yo, happy birthday! I
Happy
wish,
birthday,
man, get the
B.
fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
get the fuck out of here. I don't need all that. I don't. See, stuff like that creates fake love. You know what I'm saying?
I can
And
see that.
at this point in our lives, you don't need no fake love from nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's you don't need that. You don't need that shit, bro.
Yeah,
And
no, it's so true. Shit, you ain't wrong, bro.
come on, man. Come on. I'm gonna go on Facebook. Oh, my dog of 17 years passed away. You get people that you knew for like 2 months in high school. Oh, yo, I'm so sorry to hear about your dog. Many blessings. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't need
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't need all of that shit, man. Please, please get away from me with all of that fake shit. But I kind of feel like that's what social media does, man. It kind of creates that fake environment, man, that you don't need that shit from people. Like you really don't.
It's true,
I don't know.
but that's the way society is right now. It's about that
Yeah.
fake love, that the me, my brand, whatever. Like it's not, it's not real.
And I think we've gone down a very wild kind of like rabbit hole, man. Cause it's like, how do you get out of that? How do you outside of separating yourself from the matrix, i.e. the social media stuff, there's really no way to tell,
Yeah,
to be honest with you. There's really no way
that's
to
what
tell.
that's what started it all. We didn't have we didn't have that issue when we were growing up. You know what I mean? Like there was no social media for us. Like it was
No.
you hung out with your friends and your group was your group. You didn't look
And
for, oh, I'm
that's
gonna do
it.
this dance so I could get on World Star or whatever the case is. Now it's different.
It is, bro. It is. And for another reason why, we talked about this before, the whole shit with our football league. Like I don't got time to be smiling nobody's face. Like I can't do that. I don't have that gene. Now, me saying hello to you is one thing, but me one like hanging out and all of a sudden, nah, I can't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Can't do that. I don't have that gene in me that's able to be around people that I don't fuck with. Not at 36 years old, I can't do it. And if you have that superpower, then God bless you. I'm not.
Right.
I don't think it's a negative thing. To me, there's just not enough time in the day. God only gives us 24 hours in a day, and God forbid I spend a minute of that being around somebody that I don't want to be around. Like it's just,
It's
I
true.
can't do it, bro. It's bad enough you got to go to work and be around fucking idiots sometimes,
Jesus.
and at least you're getting paid for that. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and Lord knows, I've worked with some fucking. Uh, it's too much to get into now, bro. But if you're listening to this, then you know what it is. You've worked with some people. It's just like, yo, how the fuck do you breathe? Like, how do you even know how to
How do you
walk?
function outside of this place?
Oh my god, bro! It's just. I'm not even gonna get too deep into that, bro, because it's like you work with people sometimes, and it's this is why I'm a firm believer. I know this is gonna sound crazy. I don't support equal pay. I don't support equal pay at all. I'm
Oh
being
shit.
honest.
Here we go.
I don't, bro. I don't support equal pay. But here's the caveat, right? I don't even. I'm not talking about the disparity between men and women. I, I'm talking about the disparity between people who can do the job and people who can't. I feel like if you can do the job, then you deserve the money. But if you go to work and you can't get the job done, you shouldn't be
That's
getting paid
fair.
as much as I
That's
do,
fair. When you
right?
break it down like that, yes.
Like you know how they say, oh, like if a man and a woman are working in a warehouse, a woman can't lift the 50-pound box, so she should get paid less. My thing is this. First of all, you should be mad at the motherfucker who hired her to work in the warehouse in the first place. Why you got this scrawny ass broad working in the back of Home Depot and she can't pick up this goddamn slab of wood? Who hired this motherfucker here? Get her out of here. Right? But also, but also, there's some men who can't fucking think to save their lives. Right? Like you ever
True.
meet somebody who work in the back of the warehouse and you talk to them and you say to yourself, now I see why they keep you in the back of the warehouse because you're an idiot
Yeah.
and you can't even form a sentence to put together. So now I see why you back here. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Right.
I get it.
This is why I'm not a fan of equal pay. Even at my job now, I look at people and I'm like, I should definitely be getting some of your check.
Right. Right. No, it's true. That's so true.
Like for real. And those of y'all who listening, you know, like there's somebody at your job who gets the same exact amount of money that you do, and they don't got no business being on the same level of pay as you.
Not even close.
And what makes it worse is that there's some people that are making more than you that are so stupid. And that's the shit that pisses you off. That's
Yeah.
the shit that drives people crazy is that you got a supervisor or you got somebody who you report to that you're just like,
Nah, bitch.
you're a fucking idiot,
Mm-mm.
man.
Yeah.
You're just an idiot. Like why did I put myself in this position to have to listen to you?
Right.
Why?
Why couldn't I why couldn't I have come from generational wealth? Why?
Man, bees like that sometimes,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
And
true.
bees like that sometimes, brother. There we at, bro. We good, man.
We're doing good. Yanks are losing 1-0 right now, bottom of the seventh.
Uh, it is what it is, man. Holla at me in October, bro.
Right,
If we not talking in October, then it is what it is.
right.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do, right?
It's true.
Ah, that's what I got this week, bro.
All right, bro. So give us Big E's wise words of the week, and we'll take this one home.
Now listen, man. You know, you touched on something earlier that I think is a very valid thing to talk about when it comes to being honest and being truthful. Everybody's not going to be able to deal with the truth, and everyone is not going to like you telling the truth. And believe it or not, sometimes you being honest is what's going to hold you back in life. And you have to decide whether you're going to be comfortable with that or not. You're going to have to decide whether, when it comes time for you to step up and be honest, if you're gonna go through with it and say, listen, if I tell the truth here, it might set me back like 5 steps.
Right.
But if I go along to get along, then shit, I'll be where everyone else is. I'm not gonna lie, I can speak for myself. There's been many occasions where I've lost out on a lot of things just because I told the truth. And, a lot of people stop fucking with me and don't, whatever, because I spoke my mind and I spoke what it was. And I'm
Right.
not saying, being disrespectful about something. I'm talking about telling people something that they really needed to hear. You can't, I don't know. I don't know about you, but I can't go to sleep at night knowing that I saw some fuckery going on and I didn't speak up on it, especially if it had something to do with me.
Right.
And I don't know. You just gotta decide where you stand at with that. You gotta find out where you reside when it comes to the truth. And don't be upset if people can't tolerate it. And that's
True.
just what it is. That's what I got.
All right. So, the Sports Frenzy podcast on YouTube, the Sports Frenzy Pod on Twitter, the Sports Frenzy Podcast on Instagram, OTBS on Facebook. Follow, like, subscribe, tell a friend, be a friend, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Oh, God damn, I got HIV.